my name is...
Radiant Randy.
Hey, good memory. My name is Radiant Randy, and I am a mad scientist. Now, does that mean I am angry or crazy? A little bit. But remember, it's the crazy fun experiments that I have that make mad science really mad. All right, now before we get started, we do have to review our 3 mad science rules. Okay, my first mad science rule. Who remembers the first mad science rule? Here's a hint. It has to do with 1. What's my first mad science rule? 1 scientist talks at a time. 1 scientist talks at a time. All right, my second mad science rule. Do you remember my second mad science rule? Yeah, make sure that we don't touch things on the table because sometimes I bring things that might be dangerous. Okay, and remember, I do have my special safety gloves. So if anything should fall on the floor, I'm looking at you first row. If anything should fall on the floor, let me handle it, okay? Okay, I'll let you know if you can touch it, all right? But if anything falls on the floor, I'll take care of it. All right, and my third mad science rule. I think we all know this rule. On the count of 3, let's say it in an appropriate level voice, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, and if we're following rule number 1 and rule number 2, it should be super easy to follow rule number 3. All right, now, today, I brought for you a series of experiments that are all tied to different books. Okay, now, I also brought along a very special friend who's going to take us through those books. He is actually a superhero, and he gets his magic powers from reading books. And he likes to find powers in books and see if he can use science to recreate them. Do you guys want to meet my superhero friend?
Yeah!
Okay, ready? Here he is. Dun, da, da. Oh, not today. Today, he's not Egbert. Today, he is Biblio. Yeah, that's his name, Biblio the superhero. Everybody say, sup, Biblio?
What's up, Biblio?
Okay, Biblio is going to take us through all of our stories and all of our science experiments. But first, he's a superhero, right?
Yeah.
So he can't just walk or, I guess, roll through the stories. See, he doesn't have legs. He is going to fly through them in his very special dun, 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 Biblio spacecraft. Okay? So Egbert, or Biblio, has to get into his spacecraft, okay? Well, oh no, he doesn't fit. Why doesn't he fit? Any ideas? Why doesn't he fit? He ate too much? Yeah, maybe. He's kind of squishy though. Let's see, what's inside of his aircraft? In the back of the room, what's inside of his aircraft right now? Air, that's right. It's full of air. And when I press on Biblio, the air pushes back. There's not room for him in there. So what we have to do is we have to create some space for him by getting rid of some of that air. Now, here's something I know about air. As a scientist, I know that when you heat up air and you give the molecules that make up that air lots of energy, the molecules start running around. Think about when you go out on the playground. Do you just kind of to the playground?
No.
When you get to the playground, you take off running. Well, when we give the molecules in here lots of energy, they're going to want to take off running. And they are going to rush past Egbert. Okay? They're going to make room for him. And then, if we cool the air down, the molecules will come back together and suck Egbert in. Now, I have a special way for him to get in. Okay? So here we go. I have a little stand for Egbert. Okay? our candle. Okay, ready? There we go. Gonna hold his flying machine over to get the air inside nice and heat it up. Right now it's expanding and getting hot. We're gonna put it down onto Biblio. That doesn't mean we can't take an adventure through the library with some of Biblio's favorite books. The first book that Biblio found at the library is called The Magician's Hat. Now, I brought with me a special magic trick just for you guys. My magic coloring book. Now, there's a difference between being a magician and being a scientist. What does a magician never do? What does a magician never do? Keep thinking, what's a magician ever do?
Tell how he does his tricks.
That's right, tell how they do their tricks. So, as a magician, I can't tell you how this trick works. But as a scientist, I'll tell you about everything else. And if you use your scientific skills of observation, you might be able to figure it out. Okay? So watch closely. Okay, so I filled this up with some awesome pictures. You guys want to see them?
Yeah.
Okay. Prepare to be amazed, because I'm also a pretty good artist. Okay, take a look here.
Wow.
What?
It's so good.
I'm seeing some, that's not very honest reactions. Let's see. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's blank.
No.
Wait.
It's a book.
Wait. It's a magic coloring book. To make the pictures appear, we have to say some magic words. We forgot the magic words. Okay, who has some magic words for me, or a magic word? In the back.
You can do it.
You can do it? Okay. All right, we're on the count of three, we're all going to say, you can do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You can do it. What?
Whoa.
What?
Do you guys see all the colors?
No.
No colors.
Just picture it.
Oh, you guys, I need to borrow some colors from you guys. Who has some blue on? Okay, take a little bit of blue and throw it at my book. Okay, who has some red?
Oh, definitely.
Take a little bit of red, throw it at my book. Okay, who has yellow? Any green?
Yeah, I got yellow.
Okay, just throw all the colors. Give me all the colors. Okay, and stop. Okay, now, with just one more set of magic words, we can make the colors adhere to the pictures. Do you have a magic word for me? What? Hibbity bibbity. Okay, we're going to go hibbity bibbity on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
What? Oh my god. Okay, that's
Pretty amazing. I forgot about something. Another scientist is going to need to use this book, so we have to undo the magic. Do you think if we say our magic words backwards, we can undo the magic? Okay, so we said you can do it, hibbity bibbity. So we're going to say bibbity hibbity, it can do you, or it do can you. Yeah, hibbity bibbity, it do can you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hibbity bibbity, it can you. Okay, next. Okay, so Biblio checked out his book, The Magician's Hat, and then he went on and he found another favorite story of his, The Tortoise and the Hare. Now, the tortoise and the hare has a great race between the hare and the tortoise. What are hares known for being? A rabbit or a hare is known for being very fast. Being very fast. And a tortoise is known for being slow. Well, in the end in this book, the tortoise ends up winning because slow and steady wins the race. Now to demonstrate this, I have a piece of tortoise paper. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to observe how this tortoise paper works in a little burn test. Okay? So I want you to tell me, does this remind you more of a hare or a tortoise as it burns? Ready? Did that burn very fast?
No.
Was the flame very big? No, it wasn't. So, do you think maybe we could use science to give the tortoise a little bit of speed? Okay, there are 3 things that we need for fire to burn. We have them all here. We had a fuel, which is the paper. What else do we need?
Oxygen?
Oxygen, you're right. We need oxygen that we get from the air. And then the last ingredient? Yes? Yeah. Fire, we need some sort of heat or energy. Okay? So that was provided by the lighter. Okay? Now I have some other paper here. This is kind of special paper because it has more of one of the ingredients. It has more of one of the ingredients. See if you can figure out which one it has more of. And we're going to light this and see how it burns. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Gas. Oh wait. What? Disappeared.
Disappeared. Okay, was that slow or fast? Yeah, and it burned up completely. So which ingredient do you think that might have had more of? What do you think? Air. Specifically, it has more oxygen. This is what we call flash paper. Flash paper is soaked in a chemical that allows it to use more oxygen as it burns. Okay, watch very carefully again. So with more oxygen, bigger flame, more efficient, there's nothing left behind. So if we gave the tortoise just a little bit of a boost, like maybe with oxygen, he could win the race and beat the hare. Alright. Okay, so Biblio checked back in Tortoise and the Hare. And he found the classic tale of
Humpty
Humpty Dumpty. Now what did Humpty Dumpty do?
He fell.
Well, he sat on a wall, and then he had a brick fall. Now, what is a brick wall made of? What's a brick wall made of? Bricks, yeah, all the bricks together. Now, we want to make Humpty fall off of this wall. Now, is this a real brick wall?
No.
What is this brick wall made of? What's it made of? Foam, yeah, this is made of styrofoam, and styrofoam is a polymer. Now, polymer is kind of similar to a brick wall, in that a polymer is made up of lots of long molecules that are connected together in different places. Okay? Now, if we wanted a brick wall to fall, we'd want to take apart all the bricks, right?
Yeah.
So what we need to do here is to take apart the molecules in the polymer, holding it all together. So I have some special mad science melting solution. Okay? And we are going to melt away the wall and see if we can get Humpty Dumpty to fall. Okay, here we go. Just a little bit of my mad science melting solution. Brings Humpty. Oh, let's go some back behind him too.
No. Oh.
Brings Humpty down. And look what's left of his wall. Whoa. Ew. It does. It feels like marshmallows.
Yeah.
So now what we've done is we've taken it from a solid, we've disconnected those molecules so it's no longer in a solid form, but now it's in a liquid form. so Humpty Dumpty was able to fall off his polymer wall with the use of our mad science melting solution. Now, this isn't really just magic solution. This is actually a very common chemical. I'm looking around to see if anybody has their nails polished. Does anybody polish their have nails polished? Okay. Nail polish is also a polymer. What do you use to take off nail polish? Yes? Nail polish remover, right? So this is actually a chemical called acetone. Okay? It's used as nail polish remover to break that apart. Okay. So we move on from Humpty Dumpty. Ooh, we get to one of my favorite books.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Hey, it's mine too.
All right. Awesome. Well, Jack, in the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, Jack gets some magic beans. They get planted. They grow into a giant vine, and he's able to climb them to get up to a new magic land in the clouds. Now, I have, for our purposes, I have a model Jack for us. This is our Jack, okay? We want to get him up to the clouds. And you know what? I am all out of magic beans. What could we use to be able to get Jack up into the clouds? What do you think?
Maybe throw it.
Maybe throw it? We could throw it. That's that'd be interesting. What else could we use?
A blow dryer.
A blow dryer. What does the blow dryer do?
Hey, shoots air.
Yeah, it gets air moving. So we can use air to scientifically get our ball to levitate. Now I am going to need some help from a volunteer. So if I could have my first volunteer. All right, so I have a pair of goggles for you. Help protect your eyes just in case. We are going to use a hair dryer to get our Jack to float. There's your Jack in your hair dryer. You know what? I have another pair. Try those. All right. Okay. So there is your ball. We're going to take our Jack. We're going to hold it above. Ready? And go ahead and turn it on and let go of Jack. Oh, cool. Oh. He's floating. You're floating? Alright, but is he going very high? Why isn't he going very high? Any guesses? In the back, what do you think? Yeah. So we have air that's flowing, and it creates low pressure air because those molecules are moving really fast. Okay? They go around the ball and join up again on top. Then all this air around us has high pressure and it's holding it in place. Watch this. Take your hair dryer. Okay? Take it, see if you can turn it to the side gently. Right there? Okay, you ready? There you go. Now gently turn it to one side. See if you can get it. Nothing under it except for low pressure or high pressure air holding it in place. Okay? So we need to get rid of some of that air to be able to get Jack to really fly. That's where this comes into play. Ready? Keep it steady. And in 3, 2, 1. Whoa. All right. Okay. Let's get Jack going again. Now you know what else I have? I have another tube. Do you think we'll get a different result with a longer tube? All right, ready? Let's see what we can go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's it. Go ahead and hold on to it. You got it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Jack up in the sky all the way to the clouds. Okay? After Biblio checked out Jack and Beanstalk, the next book he came to was the Three Little Pigs. Now, interesting enough, Biblio is a superhero, and so he has interests in not just the heroes, but also the villains. Who's the villain in the Three Little Pigs? Who's the villain? The wolf, the big bad wolf. And what does the big bad wolf do? He has an action that he does. He does it by huffing and puffing. Well, what I want to do is I want to see if any of you have a super power of huffing and puffing. Can I get 2 more volunteers, please? Full of hot air. All right, here we go. Can I have one of you come over to this side? Come on over here. Okay, so here I have 2 air bags. Now to see who has a bigger huff and puff, we're going to see who can fill the bag more with just one single breath.
No.
Okay? Ready? Okay, hold on for a second. We'll let this gentleman go first. I'll hold the end of the bag for you. Okay, and in one breath, let's see how much you can fill. 1, 2, 3. Let's try it. Try it again. Ready? Take a deep breath and blow as hard as you can. Okay, all right, let's see. All right, there we go. So here's what I'm going to have you do. I'm going to have you hold that there, hold that in front of you, and you notice that is about the same size as his lungs. Okay? Now, what air did you use? Yep, and that came from your lungs. Okay? Now, oh my goodness, okay. Then here's what we'll do. We'll just switch bags. Okay, so remember this size, okay? About the size of your lungs. Now, Biblio knows a little bit about science. Actually knows a lot about science. So did you see how when he blew it, he put the bag right up to his mouth? Okay, he used all the air from his lungs. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you hold the bag in front of your mouth about 4 or 5 inches away. Okay? All right? And you're going to point at it and blow like you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. Well, that's almost the same size as you. Now, so the difference was you held the bag out in front of your face, right? So it used not only the air from your lungs, but that moving air from his lungs has low pressure. It flows into the bag, and then all this air that's standing around outside, that's standing still, it wants to follow that low pressure air into, or the high pressure air into the bag. Okay, so, do you want to give it another try? You think you can fill the whole thing? We'll do one more here for you. Ready? Okay, you're going to hold, the trick is you're going to hold it out in front of your face and blow out it like you're blowing out the birthday candle. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. Good job. So using science, we can get more power. Give me a high five. Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause. And now on to my favorite story, The Wizard of Oz. Now in The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy gets carried over the rainbow by what?
The zipper.
Nope. A tornado. A tornado, the power of air. Now, I was thinking we should create a tornado here. Would that be very safe to create a tornado? What if it was just a tiny little tornado? I brought with me my air vortex generator. Alright, can I have another volunteer, preferably with long hair? If you have someone who has long hair, that'd be great. Bella, come on up. Okay. Okay, Bella, can I have you take your ponytail out? Okay. And just for extra safety, I know you have glasses on, but go ahead and put those on top. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to use the air vortex generator. What I do is I pull back, and it draws air into the generator. We release it, and it forces that air out super fast through this small opening. It gets the wind spinning around in what's called the vortex, like a tornado, swirling around. Ready? You're ready to catch it. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Okay, did you see that? Did you see the air? No, one more time here. 3, 2, 1.